Hi guys, welcome back to Blooming. So, I'm just gonna get into the business of today's video. I wanted to talk about just the overwhelming feeling of gratitude that I have been feeling. But before that, the reason why I'm so grateful to be where I am today. So I just want to talk about, that period when nothing makes sense, where some people call it the waiting, where it feels like nothing is happening for you, nothing is working out for you. Or you can even call it the period where you just are full of questions and no answers. I've never been as anxious as I was when I decided to drop out, right? It was like a constant state of anxiety. Do you know how you feel when you're right about to enter an exam room, that high, that adrenaline rush? But then imagine that it just doesn't stop. It keeps going on and on and on. I remember at some point I was talking to Anat and I was like, babe, I'm gonna need you to tell me what those anti-anxiety pills were that you were talking about. But they were like a homeopathic remedy type of thing though. But I was like, I can't take this anymore. And most of it was just because I didn't know, I had no answers. And the hardest thing, or the hardest question, yes, to answer, because whenever I said I don't want to do XI anymore, I don't want to do uni anymore, the very first question would be, so if you're dropping out, what are you gonna do? And I was like, I have no clue. Angazi. I genuinely didn't know. But it's just crazy to me how things just started. The vision slowly began to come together. Like very slowly. Hey, when I say slowly, in January, I was preparing to write a sub actually. Because school just would not let me go. I was preparing to write a sub, and I remember I was even booked in an Airbnb because I did not have res anymore. Declare Airbnb, guys, and I'm supposed to be preparing for my exam tomorrow. Here I am daydreaming about how I could be able to go to Johannesburg and just like do A, B, C, D, and have some kind of financial independence and start doing what I actually want to do with my life. And I remember I was probably sending like 20-minute long DMs to Anati, like, I just feel like I just want to and I was very Nana and I sahlohlana in that, but no, we're going to do it together. And we actually did our TEFL certificates because our plan was tutoring English. That's what we were gonna do. We were gonna tutor English, we were gonna be roommates, and we were gonna make life in Johannesburg work. I wanted to be in Johannesburg because I was like, content creation, that's where other content creators are. I'm going to be able to collaborate. I'm going to be able to blah, blah, blah. I was there just like dreaming. And then, Nana and I do our TEFL certificates. We're ready. Then Nana gets a job and I don't. Boom. First disappointment. I don't get no job. But somehow my mom was in support of this. She's like, no, just keep applying. Things are eventually gonna work out for you. Then I find this amazing tutoring company that pays so well that if I work for them, I'd be able to kind of take care of myself. Then I come to Joburg. Initially, when I came to Joburg, it was for that tutoring company, guys. I go for the interview and I get a regret to inform you. I was so sad. I was so sad and I was so heartbroken, and I was just like, I'm ready to go home. But Usnazo and some other people encouraged me to stay in Joburg and try to find another job, blah, 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 blah. Okay, I'm gonna fast forward my story now. So, what I wanted out of the year 2022, I wanted to grow my brand, in the digital space. I had these crazy goals of 1K subscribers. Because I'm interested in psychology, I also wanted to work somewhere that kind of incorporated a bit of psychology so that I can get some kind of on the field exposure. And I was going to be able to get that with this particular tutoring company because they work hand in hand with educational psychologists. So I really wanted to be part of that team. And I also have dreams of being an entrepreneur. And I was like, if there's any place that I can find mentors, that I can find inspiration, it'll be City Johannesburg, okay? The city of hustlers. So that's literally why I came to Joburg. Also, to work out my work ethic. I don't even know if that makes sense. But like, because I've never worked a day in my life. Like, all I've been doing is studying. And I remember we were once having this conversation and like, oh my, trying to scare us for like, uyakwazi ukuphangela sakhe waphangela nini ingxaki, you guys are spoiled, you don't know what it's like in the real world. So I was like, I'm gonna bring myself to the real world and I'm gonna figure this shit out. Anyways, so I didn't get the job. Now I'm sad. Now I'm like, back to market. None of what I actually wanted to do will come true. I felt so lost because I left Margate with the vision intact, okay? With my goals written down, knowing exactly what I wanted to do. I got here, I got confused, I got discouraged, everything that you can imagine. The reason why I love Mpumi so much is because I relate so much to her story, like so much. And this year she is winning hard and she's been such a huge like inspiration for me. And I remember I sent to my friends this screen recording. I'm gonna play it right here. Anywho, it's God will work it out. God will work it out. And a quote from the 5 a.m. club: trust always that life has your back even if what's unfolding makes no sense. 2021 to 2022 made no sense to me whatsoever. And I was distraught, I was heartbroken, and I was desperate. I was desperate to get a sign, some sort of a sign, some sort of direction from God, from the universe, telling me, where am I supposed to go? Like, which direction am I supposed to take? And guys, I was so tempted so many times to betray myself. I was so tempted so many times to just go back to school, you know, because that is still an option. I can just freaking go back to school and finish what I had started. And of course, when everybody heard that I'm in Joburg looking for a job, they felt like they all had to send me links to different jobs. And you know, not that there's anything wrong with any of those jobs, it's just that I wanted something that would fit into this vision that I had now found. Like, I specifically wanted something that was going to contribute to this vision. Do you know what I mean? So I was tempted so many times to just do what was easy, to just do what was in front of me. I would stray a little bit and then I would kind of like refocus and refine myself. And now, where we are right now, I've like for the past like week or two, I have been an emotional ball, like an emotional mess, because I got that job, that initial job that I came to Johannesburg for. It was extremely hard, you know, and I didn't think I was going to, but I got it. And on top of just not just got it, but I also got like, this one literally came to me. I didn't even go look for it, but it came to me. I am kind of like being mentored by this accountant and I'm working hand in hand with him. And it's not even about getting to know accounting. That's a bonus. I'm getting to know how to put together books for a company, especially like a business, like a small company. I'm learning how to do that. But then most of all, I'm getting entrepreneurial exposure. Do you know what I mean? And it's crazy to me that was part of the whole reason why I decided to go to Joburg, and now it's happening. Like, I can fully take care of myself. And the most painful thing for me was the thought of being a burden to my parents, because I am turning 23 this year. I'm supposed to be working. I'm supposed to be the one who's giving them money, not them giving me money. Do you know what I mean? So it has taken off such a huge burden off of my shoulders to be where I am today. And most of all, I got here without betraying myself, without betraying my values, without betraying the person that I had grown to become and have discovered that I am. I did not betray that girl who gathered up all the little courage that she had and decided to quit school. I did not betray her. I'm here today and I'm so happy. And the thing is, it's only the beginning, okay? It literally is only the beginning. But man, I look back at the roller coaster that this past year has been, and I'm just like, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for the path being made clear. I'm so grateful for that sign that I was so desperate for, from God, from the universe, that say something, show me something, let there be a little bit of light. Am I actually on the right track? I feel like I'm receiving that sign, that hug. My job now is to serve, to give my all to these opportunities, to give my best, so that kuzokwanda la kusuka khona. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, so that even more blessings can be unlocked. Also, one more thing that I want to talk about before I conclude in this video. I want to talk about timing, right? In that I wanted 2022 to be the year that my YouTube channel blows up, right? Granted, 2022 is still not over yet, so it could still blow up. But I genuinely thought by now I would have at least been monetized. I would have the algorithm suggesting my videos, whatever it may be. I really wanted that to be the year. I thought that 2022 would be the year that I would start collaborating with other upcoming content creators, and I've done none of that. There are times when I think about that and it weighs down on, like, not weighs down, but discourages me, and I look at my number of subscribers and views and I'm like, girl, what the hell is happening here? But I'm taking the time now to actually realize, Uguti, maybe 2022 is not the year that content creation blooms. Maybe 2022 is the year that the entrepreneurial scene grows. Maybe 2022 is the year that the insights into the world of psychology and education scene grows. Maybe that's the side of me that is meant to blossom this year. And maybe that's where my time is mostly supposed to go for this year, but in the right time. Or the rest, all of my dreams that I actually have them written down in my journal, maybe I'll share that with you guys. All of my dreams in the right time will come to fruition. Maybe not how I imagine, maybe not when I imagine they should come to fruition, but they will. Mine is just to serve faithfully. That's my part that I am to play. Serve faithfully. Give my all. You know, when they always say it's opportunity meets preparation, that be prepared for when the opportunity shows up. With all of that being said, I just want to talk to other young people my age. I know that Nana and I have this conversation all the time about how it feels so dark. It feels like no answers are being given. It feels like you don't know where you're going. There's no path out there. I just want to say that just push through. Even if you don't have a vision, that's where it starts off with no vision at all. And then slowly, small pieces of the vision come together, and it slowly grows, and it becomes this fully fledged vision that you are now able to pursue, to carry out. Yeah, I just want to encourage also somebody who feels like they're in the dark right now and nothing makes sense. I want to encourage you to trust life, even if what's unfolding makes zero sense. And most of all, I want to encourage you to never ever betray yourself. Once you've discovered yourself, do not ever betray yourself. It is never worth it. Anyways, that's it from me this week. This is Blooming.